In the year 1911, two men, two expeditions, one singular goal, become the first to conquer the last great unclaimed frontier on Earth, the South Pole. But only one would make it, and for the other, tragedy awaited. How did it come to this? Roald Amundsen and Robert Falcon Scott, both seasoned explorers, both determined to etch their names in history, but their strategies, preparation and fates couldn't have been more different. Amundsen had originally planned to be the first to the North Pole, but when he heard that honor had already been claimed, he made a bold decision. Without telling anyone outside his crew, he secretly turned his sights south. He knew time was of the essence. Every moment mattered. His approach was ruthless, pragmatic. Dogs would pull his sleds, his men were experienced in cold weather survival, and he focused entirely on efficiency. Scott, on the other hand, took a very different approach. His journey wasn't just a race, it was a scientific mission, a testament to the Empire. He brought scientists to gather data on Antarctica. Horses, tractors, and a large number of supplies accompanied his team. But this ambition came at a cost. The horses and tractors weren't suited to the harsh Antarctic conditions, and Scott's team faced logistical challenges right from the start. As the two teams ventured deeper into the Antarctic, the contrast in their strategies became more pronounced. Amundsen's lightweight, swift dog teams advanced with precision, while Scott's larger, heavier expedition began to struggle. Amundsen's reliance on dogs allowed his team to cover ground quickly. Meanwhile, Scott's team was forced to haul their own supplies when their horses and machinery broke down, sapping their energy day by day. For Scott's team, the Antarctic became a battle for survival. Poor planning, unpredictable weather, and the failure of their transport left them exposed to the elements. Frostbite, exhaustion, and hunger began to take their toll, but for Amundsen the challenge was manageable. His experience in polar climates gave him the edge. He and his men knew how to deal with the freezing temperatures, ration food, and rely on their well-trained dogs. On December 14, 1911, Roald Amundsen and his team achieved their goal. They became the first humans to set foot on the South Pole. Victory was theirs. For Scott, it was a bitter disappointment. He arrived at the pole on January 17, 1912, a month too late. The Union Jack flew, but it was a hollow victory. But the worst was yet to come for Scott. The return journey became a nightmare. With supplies running low, men succumbing to frostbite, and their bodies weakened by starvation, they pressed on through the endless white expanse. Scott kept a journal of his harrowing ordeal. His final entry, written in March 1912, reads, "For God's sake, look after our people." Amundsen's success was celebrated worldwide, while Scott's death turned him into a tragic hero. His story became a tale of British endurance, bravery, and sacrifice. The race to the South Pole remains one of the most dramatic and poignant stories in the history of exploration. It's a reminder of the fine line between victory and disaster, and how, in the most extreme environments on Earth, even the best-laid plans can crumble. In the end, it wasn't just a race between two men. It was a battle against nature itself, a battle where preparation, experience, and a little luck determined who would survive.